What is up? We are live, NBA rundown time. I'm here with Tyler Hicks, and let's see if we can get this to
I don't
work.
think you can hear us yet. I think he's still
Kurt, are
messing
we
with it.
ready to roll? If not, just throw a message in the private chat when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready to
I
go
don't
yet.
think
He's
he
probably
hears.
he's messaging me back right now.
Okay, tell him to when he can hear us to hit the to let me know, and we'll bring him back into the show. Tyler, interesting night in the association last night. So what do you think, man? I wanted to swear off these Knicks overs, but you told me I was overreacting. What did you think that game and the rest of the games that we saw last night?
Yeah, I mean they came up a couple points short on us, so I'm not gonna swear them off. But I mean we had their best player shoot terribly last night. Randall shot the ball like shit. So I mean that game could have easily went over. So I'm not gonna write them off as quickly. I mean we had a couple good games. The Heat blew out the Pelicans. We seen that one coming. What were some other ones we seen coming? There were so many games. I forget. OKC
The
got home for us.
Jazz, we killed the Clippers.
Yeah, the
'cause
Jazz.
University's
Jazz
dead.
killed the Clippers. OKC killed it for us. So we had a decent night.
Yeah, we went 2-2 on the RPB tags for sides and totals. But dude, my guy Shangoon, and he was worrying me, bro. He was sitting on 10 with like 3 minutes to go. But we got there with the points and the rebounds props last night. So pretty fun night in the association overall. What was the other one we missed? The Mavericks. Could you believe they lost to the Hawks?
I mean, C-Dome was right about that one. They were fully healthy. He took them. He was right in that head-to-head. So
yeah,
he beat us in that one. Our guy Kurt's in the chat.
Yeah, we'll have to give him credit.
Nope. Laptop's outside.
Out the window. All right. So
I've been there before, Kurt. Technical difficulties are the worst.
Well, yeah. So plugging into the tanning bed didn't work, I guess. So we'll get him back on, and we were supposed to talk to Kurt about tomorrow for Talking Touchdowns. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that after the show. Wait, this game's played in Paris, France? No wonder we have a weird start time. So I didn't realize it was played in Paris. The Chicago Bulls are playing the Detroit Pistons in Paris?
I didn't know that either.
I'm just.
I didn't know we did neutral sites.
Let me confirm that. I'm just looking at Bookmaker right now. I ran the numbers quickly this morning. Where's my other one? Does it talk about that? Anyways, the Bulls take on the Pistons. We'll talk about it from a basketball perspective while we go ahead and verify this location. Wow. Yeah, it's in Paris, France, not Texas. So these teams are playing overseas. Tyler, is this the first time we've had a regular season game in Europe?
I mean, I think so. I don't think they do these very often. I've never heard of these. So
yeah.
So first for me, I can tell you one thing, overseas games, total of 236. I think that's a bit high. Think they could be jet lagged?
I have no idea.
I'm probably playing the under.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, like, what do we have to go off of there, right? They played in Mexico City. That's a little different, though, right?
Yeah,
if you live in Dallas, you go to Mexico City. That's
it's still the same time zone. Like you're crossing half the world to get over here. So you're probably leaning under in this game.
Wow.
I mean, looking at the injury report too, DeRozan in, Bogdanovich off the injury report, Diallo in, Duran in, Corey Joseph out, and Nerlens Noel questionable. So I mean, both sides don't seem to be missing too many guys. Bulls minus 7.5. I'm not looking to lay that 7.5 against the Detroit team. Are you?
I had this game so close on my projections. Our guy Clyde's going to love that. But if you check the playbook, I have this game really close to the numbers they have. But I don't trust my projections going overseas. What do we think of the Killian Hayes back at home?
I mean, you could bet on it. I'll say that. I'm not betting on that, man.
All right. So thank you guys for catching me up. In my defense, I'm also doing Australian Open coverage right now. So I'm doing NBA, NFL, and the Australian Open, which is keeping me up late at night. So you guys are helping me out. And this is why I always say share the show, like the video so we get more people in the chat. You know, we're not perfect. We're just here. We're giving you our insight. But there's times like this where Dennis Nedry and we the people can help us out and be like, bro, they've been there for 3 days. And where's the question? He says, y'all ain't on social media. I've been trying to dial back my Twitter time. So, yeah, I missed that. So I did miss pictures of Lonzo Ball's fine ass girlfriend. Forward those to me, right? Maybe I'll need to see that. So we the people thinks that Vukovic goes off, double and win. Dennis injury, I think Vooks and DeMar go off. This isn't an exhibition game. It counts in the standings. I mean, at least I know that. So, all right. How we approach this game, obviously we weren't prepared for them being in Paris, but let's just break it down from a basketball perspective. Detroit's catching 7.5 here, and our guy Robert puts at a good point here. The Bulls do struggle versus bad teams. They also struggle versus good teams. They're just not a very good team. What do you think when the Bulls take on the Pistons?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go back to that total. I kind of like the under there. I mean, I know they've been there for 3 days, but still it's an overseas game. They're not really playing in front of their fans. I mean, what do they have to gain from this? It's not like
the NFL. A lot of hot French girlfriends.
Yeah, but how long are they staying there? These guys got to play more games very soon, so like they're going to be back by Saturday. Let's see, do either of them play on Saturday? No. So okay, they get 2 days off and then they come back on Sunday.
I would hope so. I mean, that's quite the trip.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not as worried about it. I like the under there, and that's probably all I'm going to play in this weird game.
Yeah, let's just stay away from this one altogether for me. I already had it pretty close to the numbers. I like your narrative-based under here. Interested to see how this game goes. I wonder how it'll be received by the fans. Obviously, basketball is much more popular in Europe than American football, and American football is received really well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pretty big turnout and a pretty excited crowd there. So I'll be looking at our guy Marquee Music Group's on the other side. He likes the over. On the 236 there.
I mean, somebody's got to win,
and we'll have to learn, and we'll get some how does this go? And one thing we'll do, and I know that Travis Mangone's really good at this, is we'll be checking to see what the players say after the game, right? Because I'm sure they're going to say everything right before the game, but let's see what they say after the game, as far as how is being in a different country affected their preparation and affected their performance. So I'm fine just kind of using this game as a marker to gain intelligence for the next time this happens, because my guess is it's going to be successful, and my guess is they're going to continue to do it, just like the NFL. Seems like they're playing more and more games in Europe every year, right? We had our first game in Germany this year. I think we're supposed to kind of keep having more.
Yeah, but the NFL are trying to put a team over there. Like, what are the NBA trying to gain from this? They're not putting a team over there.
I mean, they can still make money. They can still merchandise.
I mean, I understand that, but it's like it just seems a little like forced. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe they realize, right? This is where all the best players are coming from now. Victor, Jokic, Luka, right? Europe's the new hotbed of basketball talent. So, maybe some early scouting there for Victor, and Detroit might be the team that gets him, right? Maybe he can meet some of his new teammates tonight. So, interesting. My guy Clyde wants to know if any soccer players are going to be there. I won't be surprised. My guess is it's a pretty big event in Paris today. So, hey, see, you learn something new every day, and sometimes you learn it while you're on the air on the NBA Rundown, brought to you by Run Pure Sports. If you knew this game was in Paris, give us a thumbs up. And if you just learned, like me, give us that thumbs up. Let's move on to the games played in America tonight. NBA Finals rematch, Tyler. Golden State Warriors plus 6.5 in Boston taking on the Celtics. The total's 240.5. Interesting spot here. I'm trying to go back and think. The Celtics look pretty good at home against the Warriors, if I remember right, until the game 6.
Yep, right up until the end of the series, and then that's when they blew it. So, I mean, plus 6 seems like a lot with a pretty healthy Warriors team. You look at this injury report, it's just JaMychal Green, Kuminga, and Wiseman. I'm not even counting Iguodala because he don't play minutes. So, you got a couple guys out. Jaylen Brown's questionable. I think I'm going to take Golden State plus the points here, spread. They won the first game on the road. We seen them win last time we bet on them. They could win another game.
Beating the Wizards and beating the Celtics is a little different, right? They beat the Spurs and the Wizards.
They beat this team in the finals, so I think they could beat them here. You're giving me 6.5 points. I think that's a bit much. I'm taking the plus 6.5.
All right, let me pull up these projections and see what I had this one at. What did I have this game at? I'm scared. I was thinking a lot of times, especially in the playoffs, right? It just felt like you just laid it every time. I had the Celtics by 8. And I only have 238 as my total. So, all right. I don't know. Man. Mango's going to talk about this, right? When he does his show. I mean, isn't this the ultimate revenge spot too? I mean, the team that beat you in the finals.
Yeah, but you might be missing one of your best players. Could they still win with Tatum? Yes, but if they're just Tatum against a pretty healthy Warriors team, I'm taking the Warriors there.
So this is crazy. So I'm against the Warriors and you're on them?
Yep.
No wonder Kurt's computer didn't work. We probably ruined it.
Yeah, we broke it.
They're like, no, spread's the Warriors guy. Oh my gosh. See what happens when I put a Kings background up? All of a sudden, I'm not even.
There's a beam coming out of the side of your head.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal, right? I had to light the beam after last night, dude. C-Dome was so disappointed that his team couldn't get it done. And did you see that, Tyler? We didn't even have. I don't know. Is he our best player? Who's our best player?
It's probably Sabonis.
Yeah, we didn't have our best player, C-Dome. That's right. All right, total 240.5. I have 2 points under, but I don't want to take any unders right now. What are you thinking about here?
I'm gonna just double back on that and just say I'm gonna put my hand in the cookie jar because we said this yesterday about not taking unders, and we stared at that Lakers when we had a giant edge on, and we came up 25 points short.
Oh, well, I was so worried about just getting the win. I didn't realize how far under it was, huh? 115 to 111.
It went
way under. 14 points short. No, actually, no, it's 244, huh?
Yeah, it was 244.
And it landed on what? 226?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so okay. I love the under here. 240.5. I could see this being like a hard physical game too. Like they're playing each other pretty tight. So yeah, I like the under here at 240.5. I think that's a bit too high.
Man, I wish I had known that game was Paris. I could have like the Eiffel Tower behind me. I'll remember that next time. Chat, you guys got to keep me up. Sauce Boss took the Warriors money line plus 205. What do you think of that play?
I mean, I don't hate that. You're getting nice value on it. I think they are live to win this game. So would it surprise you if they went to Boston and won like they did in the finals? Not really for me.
I just think this game means so much more to Boston than it does to Golden State.
Haven't they played once already, though?
Yeah, and did Boston beat the brakes off them in Golden State?
Yeah, but I think a lot of guys were
actually maybe they didn't.
I'm gonna get that.
You know what? I don't think they did. Now that I think about it, we the people took Tatum and double to win. What do you think of the double there?
Yeah, I don't hate the double. Tatum could definitely get a double in this matchup. There's not gonna be many bigs on the side for the Warriors, so he could easily get down there and just feast on the rebounds. Let's see. The last time they played,
I think the Warriors won. Let's pull it.
It was the other way spread. They smashed them to 123-107.
Who won?
The Warriors.
Yeah, and that was when the Celtics were on a huge winning streak, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, doesn't take much to talk me into betting the Warriors there. So you like the plus 6.5 and the under. A lot of times those do correlate. And Sauce Boss took the money line. Not against that either. The next game, Toronto Raptors are -5 in Minnesota taking on the Timberwolves. Tyler, this injury report is getting dirty for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards questionable. He played last night, but he didn't look like completely himself. Rudy Gobert questionable. I think he sits again. Jordan McLaughlin still out. Taurean Prince questionable. Austin Rivers and Delano Bonton are all questionable. Delano Bonton sounds like a sweet reggae singer. I don't know if I'm familiar with this game, so I'll have to apologize like Shaq if he plays and goes off tonight. Minnesota Timberwolves catching 5 here. I did my projections with Edwards in, Gobert out, and I like the Timberwolves at home. What do you think?
I mean, I see one Toronto Raptor on this injury report spread.
And no one matters?
And it's nobody that matters. There's no chance I'm taking the Timberwolves in this game. I'll be on the Raptors.
Really?
I think they smash them in this spot. You just seen Minnesota go out there. No Gobert. They had the lead against the Nuggets. They couldn't hold it. The Nuggets came back and won.
Yeah, but the Nuggets are dope, dude.
Well,
did you see the stat they put on the screen during the game?
They also played that game on the road. Now they have to return home to play this one on a back-to-back.
That's fair. Did you see the stat they put up about the Nuggets during the game on ESPN? They're 17th in the league in defensive efficiency for the full 48 minutes. But for the clutch, they're first in the league in defensive efficiency. You saw those guys locked down. And Minnesota, boy, I was really impressed with their Nuggets' ability to get stops there late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that. But looking at this one, I mean.
But I think the Nuggets are way better than the Raptors.
Yeah, but it's also a back-to-back. They're probably not going to have Gobert, and I don't think Ant plays either.
Does Gobert even matter?
In this matchup, he does because they don't have a big.
They have Naz Reid.
I'm talking about the other side.
So what? I don't get it. So why does that matter?
Because if he's in there, he's just absolutely going to dominate the floor. If he's not in there, then they just kind of run rampant.
Okay.
Like Naz Reid versus Siakam. Siakam could just go right at him. They're the same size. Siakam can't do that spin fadeaway on Gobert. He's just going to swat it into the stands every time.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I just kind of like the T-Wolves who, I don't know. Do we think that they're playing better as of late?
I think you're just still stuck on this T-Wolves preseason hype, and I'm taking the Raptors, so we'll be head-to-head on this one. You're not talking me out of this.
Uh-oh. All right. Let me see what we got here.
You always try to talk me out of Raptor bets, and they always win.
Minnesota 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 games. Minnesota 6-3 straight up in their last game. Total's gone under, and 4 Minnesota's last 5 against Toronto. Let's talk about the total then, since I'm not going to be able to talk you off. I got it at 220. Let's say 115, 130. I got it 228 around. It's sitting here at 231. What do you think of an under here tonight?
I'll probably stay away from the total because I could see Minnesota just leaving these guys wide open to shoot a ton of threes. Trent maybe hits 3 to 4. Van Fleet's just on fire. Anobi hits a couple. And then Siakam gets in the mix, and then they hang a good 130. So I'm going to stay away from the total. I think it falls right around that number.
All right. We People says Gary Trent 20+ and win. He's been on one and supposedly showcasing for a trade.
That's
Interesting.
Him and OG Anunoby, because those are the two guys that their names are in trade market. So
why would you get rid of OG Anunoby?
If you could call the Pelicans and trade both of them and get that Lakers pick back, would you do it?
No.
I think you're a little high.
No, I'm not actually. I usually don't do that till late in the evening.
Because if they traded those two and that Lakers pick ended up 1, 2, or 3,
but it's not going to. They're on a roll now.
They could easily end up 1, 2, or 3. You're telling me LeBron can't get hurt and then the team's just dead?
I don't think he can, man. I mean, the dude is just like, it's not even real. He's kind of like a cartoon, man. Like all this stuff happens to him and he just keeps going.
I'm telling you, they could fall back and that pick's going to be worthy. So someone's going to ask for it.
Oh, if the Pelicans got OG Anunoby, you just want to win that title pick.
Yep.
They would be by far the best team in the Western Conference. Unbelievable. Oh, my gosh. I don't even want to think about that. All right. No more thinking about OG Anunoby on the Pelicans. No more thinking about that. All right. Well, we're going to be opposite here, head-to-head. We'll get to do some bragging rights tomorrow with oh, no, it won't be AP. It'll be Travis. Boy, tomorrow's going to be a fun show. Travis on a 9-game slate. Tune in. Let's see how that one goes. So I like the Timberwolves in the under. Tyler says take the Raptors, and I'm being a fool. The Brooklyn Nets are -2.5 in Phoenix, taking on the Suns. The total is 220.5. So this line move okay. So Kyrie Irving's in. Yeah, the line move was telling me that Kyrie was going to play. I'm seeing that. You know who else is back in the game now, Tyler, is Cam Johnson. Now, this will be the first time he's played in a while. Am I right? Or did I miss a game where he played? As far as I'm concerned,
unless we missed one, it's his first one back. So
he means a lot to that team on both ends of the floor.
He does, but I mean, a couple of the other key guys are still out, and I still don't trust this team right now with just how banged up they are. I'll be on the Nets here. I mean,
Nets 0-3 with Kevin Durant out of the lineup, and you think they're going to get it done, huh?
Yep. I mean, Kyrie was out for one of those games also, and I mean, of course they lose that game. Your best player on the floor is Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy before. Yeah, I like Phoenix here. I'm getting +132 on the money line, and I don't know. Brooklyn to me is so KD centric.
What do you have the total coming in at? Let's see. So right around there. I like the under here. I know it's 220.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I had projected it at 220.
I know it's 220, but you just look at this. It's like Phoenix is going to want to play more of a defensive game. They're going to try and use Bridges to cut off Brooklyn's one main scorer. And Brooklyn's probably going to take the same approach. They're going to come at it, and whoever the high scorer is for Phoenix probably catches Ben Simmons' defense. I mean, if they limit both the top scorers, this could just easily be how Brooklyn's last game looked, where they barely cracked 200. So I like the under here.
Wow. We're just opposite on everything today. This is my biggest edge of the day was this over. Terrible. What are you looking at for props?
Yeah, looking at for props in this one, of course, I'm going to go to Kyrie Irving's threes, and that's probably it right now, just at over 3.5.
Okay. Final game of the night. We're doing a quick one today. We'll give the winners quickly. Philadelphia 76ers are -2 in Portland, taking on the Trailblazers. Totals 233. Let me check this injury report. Damn, this is clean. Nurkic is probable.
Tags.
Gary Payton probable. Wow. Obviously, I guess I shouldn't say that clean because Nurkic being out would be huge. No one stops Joel Embiid, but he's got a better chance of slowing him down than anyone else. We the people, I'm wondering if you think that Nurkic sits when you're making this play. Embiid 35 plus and win. You'd probably be getting some good odds on that. I need some more coffee too. I got this new mocha stuff. It's tasty. I need another cup right now. What do you think here, Tyler? Embiid 35 plus and win. How are you feeling about this game?
I love that call. I mean, I think Embiid absolutely eats up on this Portland team. I'll probably take the double-double and win over the 35 plus, just knock a little value off of it. You can get the double-double and win at plus 180 or the 35 plus and win at plus 245. But now watch. I'll sit here and watch the man go for 45 points and 9 rebounds, so he still somehow screws me in a game where he plays 40 minutes. But love both of those. I think Philly wins. We talked about it in their last game against the Clippers. I think they found something. This Portland team doesn't match up well with them. I think they could beat them in all spots. Even if Dame's going off, Harden can match them. Maxey can match Simons, and they're going to have the advantage down low. So I'm going to be on Philly here. Any
thoughts on the total? I have this number projected pretty close to the total they posted.
Yeah, probably staying away from the total in this one also. I like some of the other totals better on the board.
Should be an interesting night of basketball. I know that then when they planned this slate, right? The Warriors Celtics, that's awesome. And then they thought the Nets Suns would be a lot of fun. Obviously, injuries have kind of ruined the intrigue in that game. But for a smaller slate, I think this is a pretty good one tonight. So it's essentially only 4 games tonight because they are playing in Paris. Thanks to the chat for letting us know. So there you have it. Quicker show today. We're missing Kurt. We're missing his tanning bed. We're missing his great dating.
We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully we got to talk about that right after the show. But there you have it. So guess it's time for best bets, Tyler. Quicker show today. Look, people are getting winners quick.
Nice and efficient on this one, spread.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's good because it gives us out of the way for the NHL show that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, those guys can jump on, get all the NHL winners out for us. I think they hit a 5-1. They gave out a couple cheap guys for DFS a couple days ago, so we need those winners.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Nadesify, I'm not going to watch any of those games. I'm just going to bet the bets. But
I'm right about that,
spread. But we appreciate the work that you guys are doing, and I know the hockey fans love it as well. Tyler, what's your best bet for today? Side total or prop?
I'm going to go with your boys. Give me the Warriors plus 6.5.
Wow. Okay. Dang it. We're opposite on every single game.
Someone's got to win then, right?
What should I go head-to-head with you on, the T-Wolves or that Suns total?
Take your biggest edge. Take the total.
All right. Give me the over in the Phoenix Suns against the Brooklyn Nets. Is the biggest edge of the day. Pretty excited about that. And, of course, if I were to give out the Timberwolves and then Anthony Edwards is ruled out, I'd be pretty disappointed there because my edge there is with Anthony Edwards in. So quicker show today, guys, but it's a shorter slate. Should be a lot of fun. Of course, we have great content at Run Pure Sports all day long. Nadesify is going to be giving you the hockey winners at noon. For me, 3 p.m. for you guys. And, of course, that'll go into the NBA Hardwood show. That'll be a lot of fun. Final countdown up to lock show continues. Keep it locked in here at Run Pure Sports YouTube channel. Of course, give us a thumbs up. Check out runpuresports.com. Tyler, I forgot to start with this. I can't believe how space I am. Do you know we have our own promo codes to give out?
Oh, we do? I seen a bunch of guys giving them out on Twitter. I didn't know we got ours yet.
We didn't have them on the original ones, and I brought that up yesterday on the Picky Winners show, and now you can join runpuresports.com, use the promo code SPREAD15, if you want to support me and you want to support the Beam. But most likely, from seeing the comments, right, everyone who watches this show is going to want to use the promo code Tyler15 because you're the man of the people. You're the man they love. You're the young kid there. So, hey, if you're down for old people and you're down for classical music, go ahead, use that promo code SPREAD15. If you're down with the kids, use Tyler15 to join and become a member of runpuresports.com. Normally, we have Kurt give us some really clever stuff on the way out. Tyler, how do we want to end this one today?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough one, Spread, because I ain't really got nothing put together for words of wisdom.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to give them a parlay on some of these games.
Yeah, let's give them a parlay. Then they're really going to use Tyler 15.
We seen how close the threes parlay came in the chat last night.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's get to these. Let's get the FanDuel. We'll start with Steph over 4.5. We'll just go with the threes props again. We'll just grab a guy to hit threes in every game. I like Steph in the Golden State game over his number.
Okay.
We'll dive into the Toronto game. We were talking about Gary Trent. We'll take him over that 2.5.
Sounds good.
Get Siakam out of here. I clicked on him.
Get Kyrie.
Yeah, let's get Kyrie in there.
Yeah.
Do we want to go overseas and get one of the French guys in there? Or
no.
Yeah, we're just
leaving
that game. Yeah.
Kyrie who are we choosing in the 76ers Trailblazers game? Some Dame time, Harden, Simons. Who do we want to choose?
How about some Maxey? I could see him just kind of hanging out in the corner.
All right. So what do we got?
We get those guys and that 4-leg parlay. If we get, hold on, it took Dame for some reason over Maxey. We do Steph over 4.5, Trent over 2.5, Irving over 3.5, Maxey over 2.5. That gets us 17-1.
17-1. There you have it. Use that promo code Tyler15. Become a member. RunPureSports.com. Of course, use the thumbs up. Stay tuned. My guy Nadesify going live with hockey winners in a half an hour. Give you some time to grab some lunch, hit the workbench, and then keep placing winners. We'll be back tomorrow. Not only do we have talking touchdowns, but we'll be doing the NBA rundown with Travis Mangone. He's probably going to be talking on 2x speed to try and get through that 9-game slate. But we can't wait to see how that goes. Love to see everyone in the chat. My guy, We the People Marquee Music Group, Nadesify, Robert, of course, Right Side Clyde, Dennis Niedrig, giving me the information. Appreciate it. Sauce Boss. Run Pure.